And we were brought, and we are talking today even about class contradictions. That it was not just a meeting where we're talking politics of the revolution, because the ANC is about ideology. Yeah. So it was wonderful. You can see I'm so fresh. I'm jumping like a tennis ball up and down. I'm happy. This was a wonderful meeting, and I was reminding President Zuma about our interactions in the underground with him and Chris Hani and Steve Tshwete, and we're talking about those moments where we're facing life and death. And it's always wonderful to have in our minds giants like Chris Hani, giants like Steve Tshwete, which we are already celebrating in their lives. And we have given ourselves to this movement, and forever will be part of this movement of Oliver Tambo.
That's the last one from me, SG, before I give to my colleague here. It seems like there's pulling of two different sides between the National Working Committee, because they came out basically saying something you're not saying, the opposite, basically saying that we only want the ones charged now, not the ones who are implicated, as you have said, that everyone. So it seems like there's both sides not pulling from the same rope.
Have you listened to the president when he was closing the meeting? National Conference resolutions, right? What are the National Conference resolutions saying? And NEC decisions in terms of those charged, the decisions of NEC in December 6 to the 9th. So it's resolutions of the NEC plus of the National Conference, the highest making body, plus the resolution of the NEC, the National Executive Committee, of which I'm part of, and I am part of that collective in terms of decision making.
Okay, thank you.
SG, let's hear from ENCA here. My first question has to do with widening the scope of those who need to step aside in the party. Is there a reason why you widened the scope and you wanted more members to be included in that list?
No, I'm not widening anything. I'm talking about the conference resolution. Please, my sister, read the conference resolution and the NEC resolution and combine everything and make your own conclusion.
Another question that I have, currently there are members protesting outside the Luthuli house right now. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, because I haven't, and I will never mobilize anybody against the African National Congress. This is the time for the ANC to actually even unite more. Yeah.
As also, last question from ENCA, we know that there's been basically the NEC announced that they are announcing that after 30 days people will need to step aside, those who have been charged for corruption. We just want clarity as to when those 30 days actually started, if you know.
Well, it starts when the National Executive Committee met and took decision, because the next day is day one.
Yeah, that's 1st of April.
Is it 1st of April?
Yeah, I think
so it will be 1st of May?
May, yes.
Okay, on May Day, yeah. An important day in the history of the working class and the revolution.
SG, just completed last question from me. This is uncharted territory for the ANC. Is there not a fear that it might be split in half? Because it seems that people who are for this and some who are against this whole step-high resolution, aren't your leaders scared of the ramifications it might have? Some might not even be able to be, repaired.
Well, the ANC is not for the first time going through such conditions, challenges. Leaders of the ANC, like myself, I'm not that leader who will walk away from the ANC and form another political party. Not me. I will remain and I will die in the African National Congress. Whatever circumstances, whatever happens, I will die in the African National Congress. I will never form another political party. That's how disciplined I am, and that's how I understand the ANC, of which I've been part of in the revolution, not joined it yesterday.